L'arte salva l'arte. Art saves art. This has been our motto for 15 years, and this concept is still as close to our hearts as it has been at the very beginning. It is important to remember that the Fondazione for Musica e Arte Sacra supports sacred music and art and promotes, as a non-profit organization, annual concerts in order to make sacred music and its great composers come alive and be experienced in one of the most solemn of artistic settings, the Roman basilicas and churches. In the context of our International Festival of Sacred Music and Art, it is possible to listen to the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra and other world-renowned and much-loved international artists who have accepted our invitation to be a part of the project Art Saves Art. A great many of our friends and enthusiastic audience say listening to the famous Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra in Rome every year is absolutely fantastic. This year, the Vienna Philharmonic's concert, conducted by Maestro Herbert Blomstadt, was in honor of and in the presence of their Royal Highnesses Prince Hans Adam II and Princess Marie von und zu Liechtenstein. For the third time in our festival's history, we had the privilege of listening to the Illumini Art Chorus and Orchestra, and appreciating the severity and composure of these Japanese artists who with deepest faith perform Verdi and Beethoven in such a splendid manner. It is amazing to see the enthusiasm and the strength with which they perform this beautiful music. A new participant in our festival was the Orchestra Philharmonie der Nazione, conducted by their founder Justus Franz, an internationally successful pianist, conductor, moderator, and tireless promoter of music. With his passion for music and his ability to arouse enthusiasm, he is an active and successful ambassador for the heritage of Central European and especially German classical music in the world. As strongly desired by Pope Francis, the concert of the 31st of October was dedicated to solidarity with the poor and the outcast, in cooperation with Mary's Meals, an association that has been founded to aid the most poor of society. Mary's Meals turn their effort to persons of any religious creed. The association's constitution was inspired in part by the Catholic faith of its founder, Magnus MacFarlane Barrow. Sacred music, with its important bonds to our age-old culture and our Christian roots, is ancient by definition. But even so, we are convinced that the new generation of composers and artists are of the greatest importance as well. In this spirit, we presented, in this year's festival, the sacred composition of an artist who is today much liked by young people in Italy and abroad, Giovanni Allevi.
Se la toccata racconta una magnificenza del passato, la canzone invece è il nuovo del presente.
His toccata, canzone, and fugue in D for organ was performed by Carlo Maria Baril and was daringly combined with some pieces by the greatest master of organ music, Johann Sebastian Bach, played by one of the most important European organists, Leo Kramer. Contemporary sacred music was also a part of the program for Stockholm's St. Jacob's Chamber Choir, conducted by Gary Graydon. It is an extraordinary choir of the Lutheran Church of Sweden. The presence of these choiristers was at the same time part of another project which is dear to us, the ecumenical dialogue through sacred music. This project, supported by the Fondazione for Musica Arte Sacra, is promoted by the Sistine Chapel Choir and its music director, Massimo Palambella, following a wish expressed by Pope Benedict XVI and encouraged by Pope Francis. Lastly, a dedication. Pope John Paul II left us 10 years ago. Since last year, Saint John Paul II intercedes for us with our Lord. With him, the pontificate has opened to a globalized world. With him, the Iron Curtain fell. With him, we have learned not to fear and to accept old age and ailment with dignity. Much more. To him, we have dedicated the International Festival of Sacred Music and Art 2015 in deep love and thankfulness. I am looking forward to meeting you at the 16th International Festival of Sacred Music and Art. The International Festival of Sacred Music and Art will take place from November 16th through the 21st, 2016 in Rome and at the Vatican at the conclusion of the Jubilee of Mercy. The concert of the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra will take place on the 19th of November 2016 in the Papal Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls.